Remasters. The first Australian into the women's semis at an Olympics in 24 years.
She's former beach sprinter that has moved to the track so successfully. She's won it off scratch.
It is seriously one of the all-time great runs at Storm.
Good morning everyone. Sorry I'm whispering because it is 5:15 a.m. and Mabel decided to wake me up so early. I don't know why she chooses me and not Matt, but anyway, I'm up. I was going to get up at 6 so I could start getting ready for work, but we're up now, so let's get ready for the day.
I feel like I've woken up on the right side of the bed today, even though Maple woke me up so early. I feel like if I just get up and start getting ready, it is so much better than bed rotting and then getting up slowly. I feel like I just get off to the wrong foot when I do that. So today I thought I would pick up my camera and take you guys along for a bit of my life behind the scenes of track and field. So for those who might already follow me on social media or have been watching my videos for a while, you will know that I juggle part-time work at LSKD in marketing and athletes. And then I also manage my own social media and partnerships. And then I also do professional athletics. So my life is often very busy, and a lot of people call me the busiest person they know, or they ask me, how the hell do you fit it all in? So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of insight into my life off the track and show you what goes on in my everyday life. So today I have a full day of work. I'm here from 8 until 5 and I have so many meetings and so many things to do. And then tonight I'll be heading straight to a school presentation. There's a sports awards night at Kimberley College and I am the keynote speaker there. So very excited to share my journey and my story and help inspire more athletes to pursue their dreams. That's one thing that I want to get out of my career, is pass on my knowledge and inspire others that nothing is impossible. Honestly, I did not ever think I would be where I am today. So yeah, if I can inspire just one person, then job done. So I've got that tonight. So I've decided to do a full day of work and just go straight there because it is quite close to work, but it's going to be a very long day. And then tomorrow I'm going to Sydney for 24 hours. My boss has gone down to Sydney today for the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. He's got judging today, and then tomorrow night is the Black Tie Gala Awards night where they will announce the winners. So I've booked a table of 10 for our team. So a couple of the team members from LSKD are coming, and crossing our fingers that Jason wins because that would be awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more about what I do off the track.
Righto. Alright, so we're going to get started. We're going to do a quick connection piece this morning. So I need everyone to jump up on their feet. You're going to walk around, you're going to say hi, but we're just going to say hi. We're going to go, and I need 100 seconds movement. When we stop, you guys hold that first.
I've asked my boss, I don't think I've ever called you that, I'm not your boss,
I'm your friend.
to read something, and this is how we're reading it.
Look how small it is. It's literally like, it looks like it's for ants. It's an email for ants. Right? Look. That's so small. Can you see that?
You want to zoom in?
I know, but like that's small, right? That's not normal, right?
I have good eyesight.
My glasses on.
I know, same. I'm sitting here like this friend.
Why do I sit next to two blind bats?
Literally.
We even have the same glasses on.
This is fucked right now. Not the email.
When you don't have a fork, which is quite often thing at LSKD. There's never any forks if you don't bring your own. You just get 2 knives. Oh my god. You're actually eating. Luckily they're paper and they're probably not that sharp. Alright, so it's 5 p.m. and I've just wrapped up work and I'm about to head out to the Kimberley College Sports Awards night to give my little talk. I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like I don't get too nervous for these things anymore because I've done a few of them, but there is still a little element of nerves. But I am looking forward to it. I think it's about a half an hour drive out to where I need to go. And then I think it starts at 6 and then I might be there for like 2 hours or so. So it's going to be a late-ish night by the time I get home because I'm going to have to drive back to the Goldie. And I'll try and get some BTS whilst I'm there, but I can't guarantee it. So if I don't, I'll speak to you guys after. Alright, I'm in Sydney. I've just arrived. I've just checked into my hotel and I am currently staying in Pyrmont. So I'm really, really close to Darling Harbour, the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House because that's where the event is tonight. It's at the Rocks. And my mum is actually finishing work. So she's gonna swing past and say a quick hello. And then I'm gonna need to start getting ready because I've got to decide what outfit I want to wear. I tried asking Matt this morning and he never gives me a direct answer. He's like, oh, I like both. And I'm like, I need your help. I don't know if anyone else struggles with that, but he's very indecisive too. So I brought 2 outfits. I honestly don't know which one I'm going to go for. I feel like I need to just get dressed up, makeup on, hair done, and then put the dress on and see which one I feel. So I brought 2. And I brought 2 pairs of shoes and 2 bags because depending on which outfit I wear, will depend on what color shoes and bag I decide. So, God, hard life decisions here. Anyway, it is beautiful weather here in Sydney. There is not a cloud in the sky. It is so warm. It is so nice. So I'm probably not going to need a jacket tonight. Good, because I didn't bring one. I just had some lunch. I grabbed some Seoul Origin, just like a chicken snitty sandwich and a juice as I got off the plane in the airport because I knew if I didn't eat now, I wouldn't eat until the event and I would be starving by that point. I mean, the event starts at 6:30, so it's pretty early, but still, I'm a hungry gal. I also got a heap of work done whilst I was at the airport. My flight got delayed, so that was a little bit annoying, but that's okay. I got here a little bit later than expected, but I had time to kill anyway. I might do a few more little emails now, and then, yeah, see my mum and start getting ready. All right, hair and makeup is done, and I've just tried on both of the dresses. I have decided on one, and it was a hard decision. Why is picking an outfit the hardest part? I'm so indecisive, like so indecisive. Anyway, I'll pop a little video up here of a video that I sent to my friend and someone from work who's coming tonight. They picked the red. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, and I have loved this dress for so long, but I just don't feel like a statement piece tonight. So I've chosen this little beige number. Now both of these dresses are from Meshki. Meshki have been kind enough to send me some pieces and dress me tonight for the EY Entrepreneur Awards, which I'm so grateful for. I'm obsessed with Meshki, and you would have seen in my last video, I unboxed a package from them, which was these dresses. So I have chosen this one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Gosh, that's horrible. But I will link it in the description below. It is this beautiful, like taupey beige maxi dress, and it is so soft and so comfortable. I just paired it with the brand new heels I bought from Bellini the other day, and I'll pair it with my white handbag as well. Yeah, this is her. That's my fit check. And then I've also paired them with these big gold statement earrings. I always forget to change my earrings. I don't know why. I always end up going to events with like my casual Huggies in, but I remembered this time around. So I'm gonna pick up all my things, pack my bag and get going. Otherwise, I'm gonna be late. So let's get to this event.
Is that a camera?
It's my vlog. Say hi. Guys, this is Jason's definition of black tie, by the way. Is that a base tee?
It is a base tee. Soft too.
Comfort comes first.
Tonight.
LSKD is a sportswear brand with a mission to inspire our community to be 1% better every day.
It's now past midnight and I've just gotten back to my hotel. I've just popped on my Qantas pajamas and I'm about to scrub off all of this makeup. It is honestly one of my most favorite things to do at the end of the night is just take off all of my makeup. Unfortunately, Jason didn't win tonight, which was disappointing. We were really hoping for a win, but that's okay. There were so many incredible entrepreneurs in the room and it is such a tough award to win. But it was so nice to spend the night with the team and also meet some of the Sydney team members that I hadn't met yet. So yeah, it was really fun. I'm glad we came and we had a good time. But now it's time to go to bed. Although I'm not that tired, which is so strange because usually on nights like this, I crash at 10 p.m. Like I'm a person who goes to bed early. So on a late night out, I just don't ever survive. But I feel like I'm full of energy. It's so strange. But anyway, we're going to go to bed because I need to get up relatively early to get on my flight home. So I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'll see you guys when I'm back on the coast. Good morning. I'm back on the coast. It's another beautiful day here. I have gotten stuck into some work this morning and then I got a knock on the door and I have a delivery from FroPro. Now, they've been very generous. I don't even know how I'm going to fit all of this in my fridge, but look how much they sent me. Like, are you kidding? This is going to well and truly cover us next week and Matt is going to be so excited when he gets home from work. We have had a lot of FroPro items before, but there's some here that I haven't tried before. Like, we've definitely had the pizzas before. Like, they're so super easy to chuck in the oven, heat up, like literally ready in 12 minutes. And they're high protein. So is everything that's sitting here right now. I've had a lot of their burritos before. Again, really, really easy when I'm lazy, say working from home and I just can't be bothered to cook lunch. You just chuck it in the microwave and boom, you've got lunch. But I've never tried the pies or the dumplings. And the lasagna. The lasagna I will not be eating. Lasagna is like the one food that I absolutely hate. I got sick from it once and I just never went back, but Matt loves lasagna, so that's going to be a present for him. And then I haven't tried the breast fillets before, which would be super awesome. We could probably make some homemade burgers next week as part of our meals. So shout out to FroPro. Thank you so much for this. This is very, very generous and I don't know how I'm going to fit this in my freezer. So I'm going to sit down and eat. And after, I think I'll give you guys a bit of an overview of what I do at LSKD. Because a lot of people ask me, what do you do there? I do lots of little things. So yeah, I'll give you a little rundown. My job title is Public Relations and Run Athlete Coordinator. It was the year of Commonwealth Games and my first World Champs in Oregon. And I remember when I got hired, I was just so upfront with the business. I was like, so potentially this year, best case scenario, I will need to leave with 5 days notice, potentially for 3 months if I qualify for the Commonwealth Games and World Championships, which were very high on my goals list. And they were basically like, yep, all good. We'll worry about it when it gets there. And I was like, okay, because like as an athlete, that's probably the hardest thing is being upfront with a business and saying like, I might need to leave here and leave there. And, you know, I've been to Europe twice this year. So it is really, really hard to find a business who is supportive of that. I ended up qualifying for both of them and they were like, whoa, you weren't kidding. So I literally did have to leave within, I think it was 3 days notice in the end and off I was to the US. So very, very grateful for the amount of support that LSKD provides me. So I started as the public relations coordinator. At university, I studied a Bachelor of Communications Business with a major in marketing and public relations, and that was at Bond University. I started my degree when I was 23 and I did it for 3 years. It was a 2-year accelerated course, but between like training and all that stuff, I had to reduce to part-time here and there. So I got it done a little bit longer than expected. But during that time, I was working full-time and I was racing and I just didn't have time to do any internships. So I literally came into this job role with like no real world experience, which I was quite upset about. I just literally couldn't find the time to do it with everything that I had on. And obviously the real world is so much different to university. So if you're studying what I'm studying or you want to do what I want to do, I would highly recommend trying to do some internships and just getting some real world experience because that would have helped me so much from the beginning. I was essentially brought on to liaise with the current public relations agency that LSKD had on board. I was in charge of basically passing on any brand news that was a great opportunity for the media and the press. But then I quickly found myself running PR. So we actually let go of that agency and I was it. And it was so scary and so daunting. And I had no idea what I was doing. And when you work in PR, it's all about relationships. And I knew no one. So I really had to start building relationships with journalists, pushing the brand out there, pushing the story out there. And I feel like I've gotten to a point now where I've got a few really great contacts, but it took a long, long time to get here. So with my role in PR, I'm responsible for anything to do with the media, and really just storytelling our brand story and just getting our name out there more. You know, let's be a household name. Let's make sure everyone knows about us. So whenever there's, you know, a new store opening or an incredible brand moment, like we've just opened a warehouse in the US, Jason's been on the Today Show, award submissions. I work closely with the founder and CEO, Jason. Obviously, he is the main spokesperson for a lot of the media opportunities, and I really want to get his story out there and, you know, put his face to the brand, because obviously the brand name is based off his nickname, and he is so involved with the business. So we try and get as many media opportunities for him. And then as the years went on, I decided to develop a lot more in my role. I took on some random things. Obviously, as a fast-growing business, you find yourself just doing the most random things. So I'm also like a lead for any center marketing with our retail centers. And that has grown very quickly. We're at like 27, 28 stores now. And, you know, I started with Chadstone. That was our first one that was outside of the HQ. And now I'm like, whoa, this is a lot of centers to liaise with. But we have a whole retail team now that I work with. And then as I continued to grow, I stepped into the athlete space. So obviously that's a space that I'm passionate about. I'm very conscious about my career after sport. So when I saw a role in that space come up, it was actually the Run Athlete Coordinator. I was like, how fitting. I was like, I think I would like to try that and see what that's like, because, you know, I always look forward to retirement. Not anytime soon, I hope, but where am I going to be when retirement happens? Because as an athlete, that is like a really, really scary point. And I want to have something to turn to, which makes that transition so much easier. So I thought, let's try the Run Athlete Coordinator. I think I want to stay in the running space. Obviously, I love it. I know so much about it. And so I stepped into that role and I work alongside Em, who is my manager. We work a lot with our athletes and building relationships with them, signing them to the brand, and it's just awesome, honestly. I get to go to my first High Rocks in Melbourne with the athlete team. I haven't been to a High Rocks event before, but I'm keen to see what it's like. I'm not competing. I'm just going to be a spectator, and they're there to support our athletes, essentially. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of what I do, but I love it so much, and it is such an incredible brand, and I'm so excited to see where it goes. But I hope that kind of gives you a overview idea of all the things that I do. Yeah, I do a lot. A lot of people ask me how I juggle it all. Like, as I mentioned before, LSKD is super supportive of my life as an athlete, and they are so aware that sometimes I need to go overseas to race. I need to, you know, do relay camps for a week. But they are very, very flexible with the way that I can work. I'm very lucky that I can pick up my laptop and take it anywhere around the world and still do my job. So that is what I do. I'm always working when I'm overseas or on team trips or training camps. I'm working around those training commitments, and some people call me crazy, but I actually prefer it. So I have never been a full-time athlete where that is like solely my focus, but I don't think I've ever taken time off when I've gone overseas. The only time I've taken time off is when I'm like physically racing. So say like the Olympics, I was working at staging camp because there's really not much to do. You know, you train once a day and then you sit. Most athletes like sleep and eat and just play games. So I'm working in those hours. And then for the Olympics, I took off the time that I was in the village for and racing, just so I could solely focus on that and obviously enjoy that experience. And then same with World Champs, that's just gone. I took off the time when I was ready to race and I was in Tokyo. But then when I went back to Juntendo, I worked for 2 days and then I took the rest of the time off for relay. So that's just how I operate. And I thrive off being busy. Sometimes I'm like overly busy that it's probably too much and people tell me I need to slow down and stop saying yes to things. But that is just the way that I operate and I love it. And I love challenging myself. And yeah, most importantly, career after sport is just so important to me.
Obviously, Bree's left her Pocket Osmo just floating around the house. So hello to her Tube fans. We'll just leave a little message on her Pocket Osmo so when she starts editing. Hello, Maple!
Good morning. It is Saturday and obviously my work week is now finished, but today I have a very busy day planned. So I'm actually hopping around the coast looking at a heap of open homes because Matt and I are ready to buy our first property. Now, we probably should have done this like a year ago. We started looking into it back then, but with all my travel and racing, I was just never in the country. And obviously if we're going to buy a house together, I probably need to be there to see the homes and like sign dotted lines and all that fun stuff. So we're finally saying yes, we're doing it now. In saying that, Matt is not with me today. He has day shift. So I am the only one going around and looking at homes. We're not in a rush or anything like that, but I'm just trying to get a feel for the market. It is very scary. First home owners is going to be a big move for us, but we're so ready for it. We're very, very excited. But finding the right one, I feel like it's going to be hard. And like where we want, wish us luck, honestly. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed looking behind the scenes of what I do off the track. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.